Hey, everybody. Hope everybody's doing good. Hey, Lisa Marie. Hey, Stanley. Hold on. I can't even see anything. I'm pulled over. I'm not driving. Hey, KK. Hey, Mary Poppins. Hey, welcome. Haven't seen you around. Hold on a second. Hey, Audie. Hey, Texas girl. Hey, Cree. Hi, Inquiry. Hey, Susie. Hey, Secret. Hi, Ring a Home. And hi to everybody else coming in. I'm going to start driving. Hey, Secret. Um, I just have a few things to say because this community has gone to shit. Gone to shit and beyond. You know what? And hi to everybody coming in. Um, I hope Jules does come back. Everybody has their own faults, and whatever faults you guys want to blame on Jules, it's on you guys. Everybody has their own ideas, but nobody in this community is perfect, and we got to stand behind the shit people like Jen. I haven't had a live in over a week. I haven't mentioned Jen at all, and she still talks about me and says, Jen, if you think my kitchen is dirty, have you seen a fly strip? I posted those pictures so you can see it. Say my kitchen is dirty one more time, and your mother's going to be an avatar. She's going to be my avatar for life. Hey, Virgie, how are you? I swear I don't have to tell. I don't need anybody's approval, Jen. Anne's not here bitching at me for doing something. Your mother will become my avatar, and she'll keep, as long as my channel is up, I'll keep her as my avatar. So if you respect your mother, you would just shut up. I want nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing. You are garbage to me. And when I think of somebody as garbage, I don't even want to talk about you. I don't want to go over your lives. I wasn't in KK today, not because I don't support her, because I wanted to drag you, because I was sleeping, because I had worked late the night before. So, Jen, you're a fool. Yeah, I gave her so many warnings. I tell you, somebody walked me off that ledge today because I was going to put her mom as the avatar from starting now and said, give her one more chance. Just give her one more chance. You guys listening are know that it's going to be for nothing because she's going to start talking about me again. And then she's going to cry victim every time she sees her mother as my avatar. She's going to cry victim. And I've given her enough chances already to stop. I don't care to talk about her. I don't want to talk about her. I think there's bad people in every state, and she won the whole state of Ohio. She's just not a good human being. She's not a good person at all. Oh my goodness, what was that? A very slow iguana crossing the road. That scared me. See? See, Brooke, I didn't kill the iguana because I wasn't hauling ass. And Brooke going live about um, her obsession with Jules has gotten just as bad as her obsession with Siwa. Brooke, trust me, Jules is not done. I don't think she's done. And I'm going to try my hardest to get her to come back because she bit her tongue a long time ago. She doesn't have to hold back. She can tell everybody exactly how she feels about you, just the way you tell everybody exactly how you feel about her. It doesn't all have to be Jen. I'm for all for Jen though. I think Jen's the worst of the worst, but Brooke, you have an obsession which is really strange to me. And trust me, I've talked to Brooke. It's not like we haven't talked. I've talked to her. She went from extremely obsessive over Siwa. I mean, every little thing Siwa did, to extremely obsessive over Jules. Like if that's going to change your mind. And somebody sent me a post, and I said, no. You know what? If Jules doesn't takes a break and doesn't come back for a bit, your morals don't change. You don't go, okay, Jules is not here anymore. We don't know when she's coming back. So let's go to the bad people. Let's go to the people who talk shit on us all this time. Let's go to the people who doxed all our conversations. And because we have nowhere else to go, because YouTube is such a small place in the universe. There's only about 50 content creators in the whole universe of YouTube. So we have to go back to the people who treat us bad And we have to just shut up and accept it because we're peons. And we don't have minds of our own. Why did she? I'm sorry, I'm trying to get as much comments as possible. Why did she leave? Why is she taking a break, I think? Yeah, just to take a break. So I'm like, don't count your lucky stars because I don't think it's the end of Jules. I think she's just taking a break. Like some of us all need it at times. We all need the break at times. And you know what? If you were a faithful Jules supporter, you'll be a faithful Jules supporter when she comes back. Because here's the difference. Jules hasn't dragged any of her supporters, and she won't. So, but her taking a break doesn't mean that we're kindergarten kids and we have to find another supporter, whether they be good or bad. You know, you can go to all of everybody, but I'm pretty sure most of us are adult women who won't go back to somebody who treated you like shit, who took advantage of you and treated you badly. Because we're not that desperate for somebody on YouTube to care for us. We already have our set friends on YouTube and Instagram that we can go back and forth with. You don't have to take abuse from anybody, period. Nobody from the past, nobody from the future, nothing. If it feels wrong, it's wrong. And just because Jules takes a break does not mean you jump back into Brooks, or does not mean you jump back into Ann's, or does not mean you jump back into anybody's, or George. Because you didn't go into theirs in the beginning because it stands against everything you don't believe in. So if you just jump right back into it, it means you didn't believe in shit. And somebody with strong morals is going to stick to what they stick to. Just like I said, Jules isn't here, but I can guarantee you, without even talking to her, that she never called Amanda or contacted Amanda's son. It's not even how she talks. Shame on you. For George is going to support her because George will support anything that from any of the people that hate us. He doesn't give a shit about the truth. He just cares about spreading hate. But Anne remembers, I'm sure she remembers the shit that Amanda put on that restraining order that was false, that we were talking sexual about her son, which never happened. Never happened. And I have that RO still, even though it's expired. I have everything she wrote on it. And Anne knows it didn't happen. So I'm pretty sure she knows that that's not true. Because we can go over reading whatever she said back in the day. Jules doesn't talk sexual like Amanda does. There would be no reason for Jules to ask Amanda's son if he came out through the vagina. And her saying, oh, well, I mean, it's none of her business. I don't know why they would ask that. No, nobody asked that. Nobody asked about you, Amanda. Nobody asked that. Absolutely not one single person asked that. And then she goes, well, I mean, if it's none of their business, but my vagina's intact. That's exactly what she wanted people to know. That is the only reason she made up that lie about her son. Is to throw that little line in there that says my vagina is intact because I had a C-section. You're the same person that you've always been. All you think about is sexual shit. All of it. And I'll be damned if you're going to start lying on everybody again, like you did before. Because one thing I do have is absolutely everything you did. And if you want to pretend like Jules is harassing you or talking about you or absolutely anybody, I don't think there's one person who said, where is Amanda? Let's talk about Amanda and talk about her son. She wanted to come back into this community and she made that shit up. And then you have dummies like George who will lie for her, not knowing that she's a little bit crazier than he is and a lot crazier than Jen. They all lie. They all lie. And I was listening to her last live and she's like, oh yeah, the boobs. I would shake them. I would shake the boob for a super chat. And Jules loved it. I would shake the boobs for a... Did you shake your teeth? Is that why they all fell out? Really? You would shake the boobs. She would do that. And you know what? When Dee was gonna write to C was X, or C, the guy that was in prison was, that C was whatever that man was. When Amber was gonna write to him, or Dee said she was gonna write to him or something, they were gonna send boob pictures. Amanda's boob pictures. Nice Christian woman. She was gonna send her boob pictures to hook the guy, to get them to talk to him. Yeah, I don't have to be Christian to tell you I'm not taking boob pictures. Not like the one about the boobs about Jen that are going around. Who did you send those pictures to? I agree with you in the part that nobody should be made to leave YouTube. She should come back. I also believe that everybody should go wherever they want to go. Yep, I agree. Shaking the tits for money, really? Yeah, that's what she was doing. Well, I guess it's all the time. I know. I don't get it. Hi, Sue. So she was shaking it for money, and she thought that was the funniest shit. That is so Christian. She is, but she goes to church on Sunday and she prays. How come it took me to message? No, I didn't message. Well, I did message her Facebook, the church and Facebook, with a link to her nasty, nasty, nasty video, nasty sexual video dragging my family that time, for her to deactivate at that time. It took, because I begged her to stop for weeks. She would do overnights, weekends, overnight talking sexual garbage. It was the nastiest shit. And the people were there supporting her. Until it happens to you and your husband or your children. Until you have some nasty woman from Kansas talking sexual shit about your family. So if anybody thinks that this woman is religious, shame on you, because she's not. Because you know what? You can be a decent person, a good human being, without having to go to church. I don't think a man in church has to tell you how to be a good human being. You can't be a piece of shit Monday through Saturday and go to church on Sunday. That's not how it works. And people, Amanda, could you pray for me? Do you want me to pray with the starfish or without the starfish? With my boobs out or my boobs not showing? Which one would you like? You tell me. And by the way, I don't like people, everybody's getting money and everything, but in case you want it, here's my Cash App. Amanda Prayer Jar. Here we go. Here we go. And people fall for that shit. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the chat. Hey, Freeside. Hey, Coffee. I hope I'm not Miss Janet. How are you? Hey, Nurse Jen. Yep. She threw out her Cash App yesterday. She wants, like, here you go, in case anybody wants to help me. But I'm looking really good. Okay, turn the camera on, Amanda. Before you criticize Jules, turn that camera on. I'm betting you're not. I'm betting you're not. Because when we went to court, the judge even said it. I got the RO first, and then she came back and said, I'm going to try to get it now with a lawyer. And he said, how much of this is retaliation? I don't know, but I'm giving it to both of you for a year. And you need to have a mental health evaluation. And then she's like, okay, so the lawyer's like, I want her to pay for me, Maria to pay for me. And he's like, did you like the outcome he tells Amanda, did you like the outcome? And Amanda said, yeah, I like the outcome. And he goes, okay, it's your lawyer, you pay for him. Nobody's paying you for your lawyer. So keep wasting money on it again, Amanda. Keep wasting money on it. Because one thing, you're not going to come in here and lie about people. Because I will pull every little thing out on you. That's one thing I never deleted. I knew you were trouble and I knew you would be back. You couldn't stay as Miss Liability for long. And now you're back. Because of people like Brooke, people like George, people like Anne, people who support her, knowing having the proof, not just knowing, showing the proof of how much damage she did and how she lied. How she lied. And Amanda, I never went to get an RO for a cat. You're a fucking liar. You're a liar. When I went to get an RO, it was because my job was doxxed. It had nothing to do with the cat. Anybody who has a little brain, any little bit of brain left, knows that saying that I RO'd a cat is stupid and fake. First of all, I don't think anybody in this community would even think that's real. But you keep coming on me to me like that, and I'll have Amanda series, starting with your RO and saying exactly what you told the judge. Why don't you stay gone? Stay and come back as Miss Liability. Because I will pull every little video out. I still have the videos where you talk so horrible on my family, and I'll play them for it. The people who think you're very Christian, I don't think everybody has heard those. Or they haven't heard the video of what's her name, Rule, begging you not to get her in trouble. But YouTube was more important to you than her mental health. And she was so weak-minded and mentally unstable that because you put that video out there, she decided to try to take her life. That's on you, Amanda. That's on you. When she called me and she wasn't even a friend, crying that she was going to get in trouble and she was going to get arrested and she didn't need this, I told her, look, you called me as a pretending to be a police officer. I don't want you to get in trouble. It was no harm done. You could, if she gets you in trouble, just have them call me. I'm supposed to be the victim, right? I'll say it was a joke. It was not. I never believed you were a police officer. I didn't want her crying, but her friend Amanda, who saw what she was going through, said she wasn't going to remove the video from YouTube of the whole conversation that they had with me, pretending to be police officers. That's the kind of person that Amanda is. Anything for attention. And you think it's fun and nice to bring her back. I'll take Jules over Amanda any day, but I don't know, Brooke. I don't know where your morals are at the moment. No, she didn't. She did not get in trouble for it because I told her I wasn't going to press charges. You got to press charges, and I would have lied for her and said we were just playing, because I don't want to see anybody hurt themselves over YouTube stupidity. And like she said, where her friend was the one who was talking to me as a police officer, and the friend at the end said, I believe Maria, and whoever the other person was, I'm not going to say her name, that was talking to her for me too, and said, I believe them. They're not lying. Your friends are not your friends. These women haven't done shit to you. And then that's when Amanda decided to play it on YouTube to get her in trouble. And the girl freaked out and took a whole bottle of pills. Because of you, Amanda. Not because of anybody else. Because of you. Hold on. Go ahead. Hold on a second. Okay. I'm just going to park here. It's awful. And she went on, the girl left YouTube. Thank God she took a month. She was in a coma. She came back on TikTok and made a video saying to be careful with snakes, that her friends were not her friends. She said it and never came back. What a crappy thing to do. Is it so important to put something out there when someone's mental health is freaking out? And I don't know if she had been in trouble with the law before, but nobody wants to be in trouble with the law, especially saying that you were impersonating a police officer. Amanda didn't care. Did not care. It was more important for her to be popular, like she thinks now is the Bash Jules Sessions. So she's going to come in. I'm just curious as to why she decided to come out of the woodwork now. She never left. She never left. The only thing is that she's coming back now because everybody's bashing Jules. So she never left. She was always Miss Liability. And because she says, I haven't been around for 3 years, but, and then she'll say this and this happened and this happened and this. Remember, Jules, you said this about me 2 months ago? Remember, Jules, you mentioned this about 3 months ago? You mentioned this last week. Remember, Jules? She knows everything. And then she said on her live, I also recorded I have all of Jules' lives recorded because Brooke asked me to do it. She never left. She never left. She's recording everything. Jules needs this time to heal. Yeah, Jules, it's better that you take a break. If you think you need a break, then be back and forth like Brooke does. It's better just to take a break. Because it gets to you when it's so much the same shit over and over again. And Brooke, she jumped from Siwa had to quit. Siwa had to right out quit, or Brooke was never going to stop on her. If she had not quit, Brooke was not going to stop. And now the same shit happens to Jules. Okay. So Dark screws Brooke over again. Yeah, she is going to. Hey, Sherry. Hi to everybody. I just parked so I can see the comments now. Did Brooke ever raise enough funds from Super Chats to replace her green awning with bird poop all over it? I never saw that. Never saw that. No, William, we're not stopping by. And how the hell were you not blocked? Blocked, okay. Goodbye, William. Brooke got mad at Siwa for all the strikes, for all the talking her, for almost taking her channel, and Brooke hasn't learned and won't. She won't. She's not going to stop. I don't understand. Hey, Daisy girl, I don't understand how you get so excited over anyone deactivating, taking a break. The only reason I made that post about, hey, Reagan, I left the community for a year, and don't blame her at all. If she takes a break, I think everyone should do it once in a while. Yeah, I agree. I remember I went on vacation, and supposedly, according to George, I wasn't in jail. And where's that proof, George? More proof coming. You have George in his community tab. Oh, I believe 100%, Amanda. I know liars believe liars. Liars believe liars. Amanda, prove that your son was contacted by somebody in the community. Prove it. All you've done is lie. Nobody was thinking about you. Nobody was talking about you. The only thing we've ever said was that you're Miss Liability. You escaped. Very sneaky. Yep. She was catfished by D. I remember that. D asked her for nudes. She won't because it never happened. And then the things that come out of her mouth. Yeah, they contacted him and they wanted to know if he was a vaginal birth. A vaginal birth. And I'm like, what? What kind of a question? Wait a minute, let me rephrase that. What kind of Amanda question is that? Because I can't even imagine Jules or anybody else in this community, and honestly, not just Jules, asking a young kid, were you a vaginal birth? And then she said, well, what kind of a monster would ask that? What kind of a monster would ask that? I don't know. But I can tell you what. I shouldn't have to tell you this, but well, because you asked, my vagina is intact. I had a C-section. Who asked? Who asked? Who asked her that? Does anybody believe somebody asked her that? Bye, William. Jen is back in Deadly's chat. Who would have thought that? Yeah. Jen, I know. Hey, Debbie, if you're not sniping me, go ahead and snipe me so I can tell Jen. You talk about me again, and your mom's going to be my profile picture. Who left the gate open in here? I don't know. And trust me, there's nobody that's going to change my mind. I've been holding on because I don't want. Hey, Stephen, I've been holding because I don't want to, people be like, oh no. But I've given her so many warnings. I don't want to do anything on Jen. I just don't want. I don't think she's a good human being. I think she's a fuck up. I tried for many years trying to help her, to talk her down, to tell her not to. She just has a horrible attitude. Nobody would ask that. APJ makes everything sexual. That's the only person who talks sexual. She is the only. Who would contact a 15-year-old and ask that? Nobody. Nobody. But I've told Jen for so long that don't talk about me. Just don't talk about me. I hate you. Like you're a horrible human being. And I wish I could get an eraser and just erase the state of Ohio. Like you're somebody I never, never, never. I wasted so many years knowing you for no reason. You're just a bad, bad seed. And if you can't get you can't stop lying on me because my kitchen has no fly strips. There's nothing wrong with my kitchen. Except that butter that I put on it that got the ants because of you. No, I didn't get ants. I cleaned that shit up fast. Who puts butter on there to clean something? Stupid people like Jen. Absolutely anything for attention. We've all seen it. Well, I hope she enjoys her mother on my avatar if she's going to continue with it because nobody's going to talk me out of taking that off. I want nothing to do with her. And if I put it on, the day I hear her after a whole week of her not mentioning me, then I'll bring it down. And if she mentions me again, I'll use it. I'll use the mother's avatar forever. This little ugly girl with a face like that will be gone for good. The only way to get Jen is to everybody change her avatars to all her family members. See how fast she just stops. Because she just won't stop at all. When people telling her, I haven't been live, I don't talk about you, I don't want anything to do with you. And she still doesn't stop. Can we keep Ballcat? That's the only, and Vixie. We're keeping Ballcat and Vixie, that's it. Wait, I think we're keeping, doesn't Angela Jade? We're keeping Angela Jade. I'm here in chat. We'll be going back to, oh, okay, nothing to do with going to back off YouTube to rest after. I get it. I was tired too. I miss KK's because I fell asleep. I worked overnight. Thank you, Green. Let me see what I've missed. Well, I'm gonna have to go back and read everything. I still have all that conversation of D catfishing Amanda, all of it. This could take forever. We are definitely keeping our bald cat. Yes, we are. What did Betty say? Jen and APJ are birds of a feather. Yes, they are. So Maria's live timing was perfect as I got to have dinner. Oh, that's good. Sending him nudes again. I've seen the nudes. I've seen Jen's nudes. Jen, you send nudes. Why would you send nudes? I don't understand. Aren't you married? This is the problem. This is why she says, Maria, you talking to a man on Instagram? You message somebody and nobody says anything? Because a man and a woman can exchange messages on Instagram anywhere and keep it cordial. No disrespect. That's what you do when you respect your husband. You don't have to be flirting just because the man is messaging you. You don't have to be flirting back and forth. I guess maybe it's her upbringing, the way she was brought up, that she thinks that if you talk to the opposite sex, you got to pull out a boob. Here you go. I'm bored. You like? You don't have to do that, Jen. You can talk just like you talk to a woman on Instagram. You can, and you're not sexual. You can talk to a man and not be sexual. Did she really send news? Yeah, she did. Nope, nope. It wasn't just a picture on the toilet. Daisy girl. Flat out nudes. Nothing covered. This woman is nasty. That's when I saw that. I said, never again. Her pancake titties. Yep. Thank the Lord I have not seen. Oh, yeah, definitely. That's why I say, when I saw that, I was like, this woman is pure garbage. There's no fixing it. There's no making, trying to talk to her, trying to be a better person. Nothing. She's just pure garbage. East and west, get it? Yep. East, west, a little south, and a little north. They're just all over the place. And they were just all over the place. That was disgusting. Nobody does that shit. So if you see pictures of anybody else, if KK right now tells me I've never sent a nude here, like Jen says, and then I see nudes of KK, I'm going to call KK a liar. So the toilet thing was nothing. That was rated PG. And she's supposed to be married. Southeast and Southwest. I hate to admit it, but I've seen also. Yep. Everybody's seen it. Everybody's seen it. Mostly everybody. How embarrassing. I think, well, I know there's nothing sexual or nude of mine ever going to be anywhere because it doesn't exist. But if I was her and that shit leaked, I would hit the deactivate for life. You'll never hear from me again. There's no need to. I mean, how do you keep your straight face and knowing that people have seen you without your men clothes? Okay, I am listening, and whoever said keep ball cat, love ya. Hugs. Hands tied now, trying to catch up. We definitely keeping ball cat. Definitely. Deadly's friend Mark admitted that he had phone sex with her, and that she was lucky he doesn't put out messages. He should. Mark, you really should. Just with those pictures alone, I know she lies. I couldn't imagine sending a nude to someone my kid's age. She is a sick, predatory bitch. She is. Can you imagine? Jen has phone sex with Deadly and his friend Mark. Oh, I believe it. That's sad that someone feels the need to do that. Sad that they feel the need to seek that type of validation. It's not at the beginning I used to think it was validation. Now I think she's just a flat out whore. She's just a flat out whore. There's women that just thrive on men paying attention to them that way. And they have no morals. Like just for the man to say, "Wow, you are amazing. Look at that body. Wow, you are great." And she loves that shit. She doesn't respect that she's married. She can say whatever she wants. Those pictures are not old. She has no respect that she's married. She wants everybody to think that she's the best person, that she, here's what is it called? Like what Sophie's doing with her second channel, she's doing with the men. She thinks that by having all these men, by sending them nudes, she's validating herself that she's hooking them up so that they can send her super chats, and she wants to be like this big influencer. That's what she wants to be, but only to men. And the only way to hook them up is by sending them nudes. After tasting Anne Graham's pancakes with smoked sardines and gravy, the village bagpiper switched to playing taps. So that's her way of hooking people on, is by sending them nudes. And Clint just doesn't care. He just doesn't care. I honestly say that, good night, Cherry. I honestly think that she posted a pic on IG and said the mirror, it was dry erase in the mirror. She did. Oh, that other picture, yeah. I just honestly think that, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I do think he's gay. Because he just has no interest in her whatsoever. Nothing. It's like a roommate. He doesn't want to be alone. He has nothing, like he doesn't get jealous over her. He doesn't say, let me see your phone. He doesn't say, oh my God, these pictures are online about you. Like, when was this? Why are you nude? Nothing. He doesn't say anything about her wanting to be in an OnlyFans. I'm pretty sure most people's husbands would be like, what do you mean you want to do an OnlyFans? Have you lost your mind? He just doesn't care. He's just one of these guys that just, he has no feelings. He just doesn't care. He's met someone else, so he would leave her. Yep, he would. If he met someone else, he would leave her. Jen said that Jen told him that Clint is gay, and that's why they sleep in separate bedrooms. I believe that. Hey, Angela. I do believe that. He doesn't care about her at all. At all. There's no feelings for her. Someone was demanding that you must love them. Would you care? No, I agree. He doesn't care because he has someone else that he's texting. Like always, he's a dog. And I would feel bad for her if she was a decent human being, but she's not a decent human being, so I can't feel bad for her. And when you say that I'm the devil, Jen, your mother's the devil. Your mother is the devil because your mother had you. And your mother was a drug addict. And you're a drug addict. Luckily, your children broke away from that. But you both are drug addicts. Most people have memories, decent memories with their family members or their moms and dads. And you know your memories with your mom is taking her to the meth clinic. What the fuck is that? Did you guys hear his interview today with Jenna about KK? It was so scripted. Who? Whose interview? Who interviewed Jen about KK? So guys, don't judge me if this woman talks about me again on her live, because I already was sent the pictures of her mom, and I'm going to switch them back and forth until she gets disgusted and just says, I'm either deactivating and leaving, or I'm going to stop talking about her, period. Because I don't want you to talk about me. I don't want to talk about you, and I won't talk about you if you stop doing this shit, Jen. I've said it a million times. I have no interest in having lives about you. I'm more than content in having KK do it and Jamie do it and AC do it. I don't care. Whatever they do, you deserve. Yep. And look at her looks. Look at her looks. She posted a picture of KK and I posted a picture of her. Tell me who looks better. You know, the only reason that Clint took you back was because KK wouldn't move. Because KK had no interest in Clint. She was trying to help him. She wasn't planning on moving to Ohio or having him to move to Florida. Every single one of us has morals, even a little bit, and none of them were less than yours that would have chosen Clint. Not one person in this community would have chosen Clint. Not even with a free house. Not even with a free house. They didn't want it. So when I guess he must have hit on KK, and KK's like, no, not interested. And he went to pick you up. But if KK would have said, yeah, you would have been behind the 7-Eleven still, begging for money. Because you have no experience on anything. Jen's addicted to YouTube. Her therapist and mother-in-law has asked her to stay offline, and she can't. She can't stay offline. Impossible. So and that's her only thing is like, hold on a second. Here, let me lock the door. That's the only thing. She'll be like, she comes online and she's like, okay, everybody. Oh, let's go. Oh, I took your wrenches. I'm sorry. Why'd you take Brenna's wrench? Why she took Brenna's wrench today? She's like, I'm taking everybody's wrenches. I know. I'll give them back to you. I just got to think this out. You know, they keep talking about me. KK with the big neck. KK. She started calling her all these names. Nobody wanted you, KK. You're a thief. You're this, KK. And you're this and you're that. And Maria, your kitchen's dirty. And Momo and Maria and she'll start, and Jules, you deserve everything you get. Same shit every single live. Every single live. Every single live. Stop watching her. Stop talking. Just erase her off the face of the earth. She's been canceled so long. The only people that are keeping her not canceled are the haters. If it wasn't for the haters, she would have been gone already. She would have been gone. There's nobody talking in the chat. There's nobody talking in the chat. And she says she sees 50 people. Hey, Jamie, how are you? She sees 50 people in her chat and she thinks that they're coming for her. Like she's thinking there's 50 people that like her. She's got nothing else. She's got absolutely nothing else. I got content. These people don't have content. I did a diamond art from the Dollar Tree. What did they do? Nothing. I'm the one with the content. Can you imagine? And then we have Kendra yesterday. Hey, Silver Bells, how are you? We have Kendra yesterday in Jen's chat. Hi, AK. Telling us that Kendra was in the emergency room. Kendra is telling us that Kendra's in the emergency room. Tell me these people aren't there for attention. Kendra can't make a fake profile, a sock account, if her life depended on it. And then Jen was saying, I hope, Kendra, if you hear this, I hope you feel better. I hope you're doing good, Kendra. And then Kendra's in the chat writing, yeah, because these people don't know when to stop. And Kendra's been trying to be passive and try it, but they keep bringing her and they're just disgusting people. And then she's reading the comment and she's not picking up that she's talking to Kendra. And she's like, Kendra, we're praying for you. I hope you're doing so much better, Kendra. You don't deserve this. You're a good person, Kendra. And Kendra's responding to her in chat. I was like, how stupid is this? How stupid is this? And then as soon as I posted that, I called her out on my community post. Kendra deactivated that account. Kendra, get drunk, go live, baby girl. She deactivated. Kendra, if you really want to be left alone, don't come in with sock accounts because you trigger everything all over to start all over again. Like, don't come. I won't go into anybody that I don't like account, even with a sock account. I won't do it. I won't go in there because if I make one mistake and I give myself up, that's just going to start all over again. And I don't want that. I don't want anything to do with anybody that doesn't like me or I don't like them. But Kendra, the more I took so many screenshots. The more you wrote, the more obvious it was that it was you. It's like Dumb and Dumber. And then Jen, oh, you all caused this for Kendra because I know what having anxiety means. I know a panic attack. I've had it. I know about it. And now Kendra's in the hospital. And I'm like, no, Kendra's in the chat. Kendra's in the chat. Go read it. Go look down and read it. Hey, Jasmina. It was like watching Dumb and Dumber. You couldn't get away from not reading it because it was so damn funny. I felt like I was this close to just hopefully that you would drop a link and I'd be up there. I'm like, Jen, talk directly to Kendra. She's right there as Julie. Just talk to her. She hasn't gone anywhere. I'm so sick of these people with their lies. But Brooke, I'm gonna do everything I can to bring Jules back. Everything I can, because I don't believe in anybody bullying anybody to get out of there. I don't even believe in Jen leaving. Jen, I'm saying leave me alone. If you want to continue to talk about me, I'm going to put your mother as my avatar. That's all I'm saying. I'm not telling you to leave YouTube. You can cook. You're a great cook. You can do diamond art. You're such a talented person. Just don't mention me if I'm not going to go live about you. Should get drunk more. You think live streamers should get drunk more often? I miss Jules. She'll be back. I'm hoping she'll be back. I'm sure she will. It's good to take a break every once in a while. Just the fact that Brooke was celebrating, hopefully will trigger Jules to come back. Brooke doesn't matter. I know, that's why I say I hope Brooke doesn't matter to her. Jules has been quiet about Brooke, but I can't wait to turn that shit around. If you, Brooke, if you want to go full blast on Jules, I just want Jules to go full blast on you. You know, what was it that remember what she used to call it before when she used to go? Was it you go, I go. You go, I go. I just hope Jules will come back and we can support everyone. Yep. Just took a break or a mini vacation. I was in jail while I was on vacation, according to George. I bet she's on a break. Good for your mental health. Yep, it is. Jen is really pure trash. There's nothing good about Jen at all. Not one little thing about Jen is good. She's talking about you right now on Deadly's Maria. Jen, you're talking about me? What is she saying? What is she saying, Mockingbird? Is Deadly sniping me so she knows that I said that? Because I'll switch the avatar right now. Y'all want me to switch the avatar, Jen? She's like a fucking moron over there. Yep. Did you and Jen come? Well, how the hell did you chat back and forth? Well, you were there, Maria. I know. I don't get it. I guess in Miami they give you phones in jail. George is talking to you on his CT. Fuck George. He's a piece of shit, just like his family's a piece of shit. It runs in the family. They all have issues. Hold on. George is a child abuser. In my opinion, because I think that's one of the reasons why he was not able to do the, what is it called? He wasn't adopting. He was they would never let him adopt. But I think it was the shit that he was doing with the dolls. A foster parent, that they didn't let him become a foster parent. That's why we got to be so careful, because I don't know anybody in this community besides George who would do something nasty like that on live with dolls, and then he would like put one against the other like they were doing something nasty. That's why I always say, God bless those foster children that are in foster care, that they all get good parents, because you can end up with somebody like George, and you have all these parents that you always see that they're, hold on, that they get together with the children when they're in of age, and they find out that they've been through either good parents or bad parents. That's like a parent's nightmare, that they can't keep their children, and then they end up with somebody like George. And I hope, I think it's a hard thing for people to become foster parents, and I'm hoping against all hope that that's why he's not one, because it's just wrong. The shit that he does is wrong to people. He must have been through some hell of a raising for his childhood to be the monster that he is today. I've known Jules for a long time, and she takes breaks often. She knows her mental health. I don't think she feels bullied, but that's just me when I think. No, I don't think she feels bullied either. I think she's taking a break. They did at the beach. Everybody wanted my autograph, but they call it a mugshot. Crazy like a foxy. I can't even see everybody here. But hi, everybody. But yeah, George, you're just one sick person, and you just wanted to put fear into women. But the thing is that we don't care about you, George. You want to lie over there, you lie all you want. But over on this side, we just laugh at your stupidity. And then he gets triggered and he goes on Reddit like a maniac all night long. Kinship fostering, and they require he'll never pass. He'll never, remember, he was married, and he has sent his husband, and he had to go pick up his imaginary children in his imaginary car. Can you imagine? Jailed? No, I was nope. I sure wasn't. I sent pictures of where I was at the beach having a good time to the close people that I know. So I wasn't in jail. Sorry, George. And he's like, the police are looking for Jules. So that's why I tell you, he defends people like Amanda Prayer because birds of a feather flock together. They all lie. They all lie. I can tell you that there's nothing the police are looking into Jules or me because we're not doing absolutely anything. But it looks more exciting when someone like an asshole like George writes things like, the police are looking for them. His entire life is imaginary. Yep, imaginary life. That's it. What do the police want me to crochet some caps for them? Because that's what I do on my spare time. He's such an idiot. Like I've never seen. And then about a month and a half ago, he put, Maria, you want to talk about a peace summit? Peace summit, my birdie finger, George. You're the person I would never. You're one of the people I would never talk back to. I would never talk to George again, and I would never be okay with Amanda again. Absolutely. And Jen, fuck Jen forever. Like these are people like you spend so many years doing the same shit over and over and over again, and you just want to stop with these people. And there's like no breaking off with these people. You go on vacation. I don't even put that I'm on vacation on here. And then this motherfucker says, she's quiet because she's in jail. The police are looking for her and Jules. Community crocheting caps for cops. Yeah, there you go. They say Jules always stays home, but the cops can't find her, morons. Yeah, Jules is working. Something that George really needs to try. He really should try. Can you imagine? What is he, 40? How old is George? Like 40 something? And he sits there online all day, all night, trying to see what anybody can find out, and then run to Reddit and post it as that fit day, and then come back and post something on his community tab, and then he's waiting for somebody to go live so he can hear all about himself. You're never going to find that dentist husband if you don't go looking for him, George. He's only in your imagination. Do something different with yourself, George. Get a life or something. Or go after men. Why don't you go after men? Honestly. Oh, and one thing I wanted to, the other day that I heard, hold on. Oh man. Hold on a second. The other day I heard that he was on panel with, I think it was, no, I don't want to say, maybe it was in Heidi's, I'm not sure, with AC. And he was telling AC that you don't respect, you said the R word, you said the N word, you said the F word, whatever. And AC, who had not known his background and shit, said, well, um, I didn't say that. I didn't say this and that. And I felt like going in there and saying, AC, he's literally in Deadly's chats, kissing his ass as they're telling him the N word, the F word, um, calling him derogatory names, William is. And he's like, baby, but I love you. Baby, I just want to be in your pants. Baby, don't you sit around and say anybody here is talking that shit or AC owes, he doesn't owe him an apology for anything. AC hasn't done shit to George. George keeps going back where they abuse him. He stands for nothing. George wants to be a woman, and bitter about being a man. I really do think he hates women so much because he can't be one. Because he acts like if every woman is his enemy. Every woman, and I want to see one of those ladies in his chat walk away from him. You can't. You know why? Because you'll be his next victim. Just like he attacked a whole bunch of subs on this side at one point. He doxed people on his side because they had an opinion of him. We don't apologize unless we make mistakes, and we are wrong. It's rare. Yep. AC didn't do shit to him. Absolutely nothing. I want to be in your pants. Yeah, it's the first thing I heard coming in. Yep, baby, I just want to be in your pants. Yeah, took you out. Yep, that's what he tells these people. These people who call them all these ugly names, who are so disrespectful to him. He doesn't care about respect. And then he'll go like, hold on, I'm gonna use the race card. I see you called me the N-word, and he didn't. And then he jumps into, oh baby, well why you call me that? I love you. I just want to get in your pants. Come on. Bunch of hypocrites that he is. He's a hypocrite. He's a good for nothing hypocrite. Hilarious coming out of Maria's mouth. I'm so sick of. That's why I hardly go live anymore, because it's gotten so bad, and people supporting some. I don't care what side you're on. I don't care what side you're on. Don't support lies. Don't support lies. You can have you can not like each other and still be fine without one talking about the other. It happens because it's happened to me. I don't talk to Heidi at all. Heidi leaves me alone. She's not dragging me. I'm not saying horrible things about Heidi. In fact, the other day when they said that Heidi was behind the Mims passing, I was so upset and I said no, she wasn't. Don't stay quiet when people lie. Whether you talk to the person or not, don't stay quiet. Right is right. George, you've lied since the minute you got here. There was never a dentist husband. There was never foster children. You would get offline and say, I got to go pick up the kids. Where were the kids? In the basement? There's no kids. And then he says he lied to protect himself. No, you lied because you made this up in your mind, because you can be anyone you want to be on YouTube. And instead of being your original self and saying, no, I'm not married, I don't have kids, it's just me. No, I live in a castle. I married a prince. I have 7 beautiful children. I own 5 different properties. I own a Tesla. Be yourself. Who cares? Who cares? He only attacks women, the truth, and makes him mad. Yeah, it makes him mad, but it's true. Because women, he'll go in and post something personal about you, or your pictures or something, and then the women will freak out and say no, no, and then they deactivate. When Roadhog was coming after him, and I was loving it, loving it, loving it. He wanted it to be that I gave Roadhog information. I would have loved for him to show proof, because there was no proof, because it never happened. Roadhog went after me one time. He didn't like me. Hey, Johns. He didn't like me, and I didn't retaliate. I didn't say anything about him. Nothing, and it stopped. But he watches everything, and because he saw what a piece of shit George is, and he went after George immediately thought, oh well, it's got to be because where is this shit? It's got to be because Maria told him something. Prove it. Prove that Maria said anything. You can't. Just like Jen saying that I gave Deadly the list. Prove it. Because when Deadly gets drunk, he posts. Has he ever posted the list? Has he ever posted the list? Never. His father and brother want nothing to do with him. Unbelievable. No. And then Jen's like, yeah, but I've seen the proof. I've seen your nudes. Show the proof. Show the proof, Jen. Show the proof, because until I saw your nudes, I didn't believe that. I still was in denial and said, nah, Jen's a lot of shit. Jen's a lot. But she would never, never send nudes. Absolutely never. I don't think so. That's only because I would never do it. See, you start putting yourself in the situation, but just because you won't do it doesn't mean that the next trash down the road in Ohio won't do something past it. And she kept denying it and said, "No, no, the toilet picture was for Deadly to send to Brittany to see if it was good enough to be an OnlyFans." But he's like my bro. No, Jen, he's like your son. He's old enough to be your son, not your brother. So then I said, okay, that's it. She's not showing anything. It's still bad, but she wasn't showing anything until her nudes came out. And now I 150% know she's garbage. No morals whatsoever. You've taught your children nothing about morals. Nothing. Because most of the time you'd be mortified if you're, hey, Brandy, you would be mortified if your children did that. You always say, don't send pictures to anybody. Don't send. This is not the children sending pictures. This is the mother sending pictures. Can you imagine your mother's pictures are rolling around outside in the internet for your future children to see grandma, all of grandma. Grandma didn't respect grandpa, so here it is. Merry Christmas. Face tells me Maria just saw the news. It was so bad. It was so trashy. When I tell you it's trashy, it's trashy. Oh shit. What was that? Better start walking because that was thunder. Was it thunder? Hold on. I've never seen anything like that in my life. Never. It was that bad. Whatever. I just know I don't. After I saw that, there's no fixing it. There's no going back. There's no wanting to help her be a better person. Nothing. Nothing. Let her destroy herself without me. Jen, pretend I don't exist. I would never put myself in my situation where I can help you or talk to you or want to talk to you again. And I promise you that I will never go in your chat. I have no sock account in your chat. Never have talked to you in a sock account in your chat. Never will. And I don't want anything to do with you. You keep sending those nudes. And I'm hoping that anybody in this universe will find Clint attractive enough to steal him away from Jen. Help Clint out. Take him as much as you can do. I mean, do it for us. Do it for the universe. She needs to be hit down a couple of notches, more than a couple of notches. Take one for the team. Hold on, let me get out of here. My son would be so pissed. Can you imagine? Especially when you have, I don't know, it's like the older you get, the more you think about these things. But can you imagine if your children bump into, get pictures of you like that? That is so embarrassing. She has no, it's like she doesn't get embarrassed or she just doesn't care about anything. I just don't think she's anybody who can be helped, who will ever change her mind about who she is, who can't see that she's doing anything wrong. And that's how she's always going to be. And I want nothing to do with it. I could care less if KK, AC, and Jamie go after her. She deserves everything she gets. I'm just not going to waste my time doing it because she's garbage. My way of talking about her is putting up her mom's picture on my avatar. So if you guys see that happen, and I walk into somebody's chat with her mom's picture as my avatar, I don't have to explain it that she was talking about me in her live that day. And I'm telling you, Jen, nobody in this world is going to convince me otherwise to take it down. And your mom's not going to report it. I guarantee your mom's not going to report it as a privacy strike. My kid's running into some picture. Can you? Oh, KK, I would be like mortified. Anything and everything for attention. Absolutely. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm gonna go inside the house now. Take care, everybody. Anybody going live? I think KK might. And Jules, we're here waiting for you. Take care, everybody. Have a good night.